It's the Cable MTG Show.
So, power level wise, Barrogoyf might be the best card in the pack. I kind of want to draft that Solitude and just have a very different Solitude deck than the one I just played. You've got a little 22-pounder and a 55-pounder behind you. You would have preferred both stayed at the 22 or less. Yeah. Big dogs are dope. They just, take up more space. I was at the dog park the other day, and this dude had these two, giant... I don't know if they were, purebred golden retrievers, but they were huge golden dogs. And they were very friendly, and one of them was like a big bear of a dog, and they would come around to where the other puppies and stuff were roughhousing, and everybody would calm down and come say hi to the two giant dogs. Really cool puppies, really cool puppers. And we said hi and gushed about each other's dogs and stuff, and then they walked back to his truck, and I saw him, bending down to lift these giant dogs into his truck, I was like, oh, yeah. Meanwhile, David just, lift up with one hand, Yeah, the cantrips are good. I'm going to go Tidebinder. Remand versus Colonnade versus Arid Mesa. Really want that turn 2 interaction. It'd be sick if Colonnade wheeled. So there's yet another fetch here, and then a nice cantrip. I'm gonna grab a fetch. We've already passed a couple. Get a big border collie when you're small. Nice. We had a not a huge dog, but we had a black lab mutt, and when I was a kid, and we got the dog we went to the pound as a family, and my parents just walked down the line of cages of dogs freaking out, barking, and just said sit, sit, and it's just all of them, right? And then the one dog just sat obediently, and they were like, "This is it. This is our dog." We found the one. We will take the old no training required. I've liked Overlord a lot as a win con in these control-ish type decks, but I also really want that Archive as a fetchable surveil land. You get a border collie. Your dad had to walk him for 90 minutes every morning. Oh, geez. Yeah, makes sense. Pretty time intensive. Used to herd random animals for fun. Yeah, there's a farm outside of Madison with a bunch of animals on it, and the farmer will let you take your herding dogs out there and let them run around and herd the the sheep and goats and shit. Our dogs, when we lived out in the country, our dogs used to get in trouble because they would get into the neighbor's property and run around the ring where he kept his horses, and for fun. And our neighbor obviously did not appreciate that. Winds of Abandon. I like that Air Temple a lot, but I think Winds adds a little something to this start. If you don't exercise border collies, they go insane. Yeah, makes sense. Dave's pretty chill right now, but a lot of that is... Louis take him out for his walks, get his exercise. Hey, the Colonnade did come back. Nice. I was hoping that would happen. We've been taking him on a 1-ish mile walk during my wife's lunch break, and then my wife usually takes him on a 2-ish mile walk after she gets off work in the evening. And then I usually spend about an hour playing with him. Playing like tug of war and doing training and stuff. But today, I just like let him run around in the backyard while I was working in the garden. And that was awesome. Because he got some like play activity, and it felt like the socialization aspect was satisfied in his brain because I was like out there next to him. So it's not a great control card, but I'm gonna grab this Oracle of the Alpha because it's fun, damn it. We're gonna play this card and we're gonna have fun! The ground didn't need it because we just had a rain, but I always put a little bit of water on top of them, of freshly planted seeds. And I was doing that, and he got so excited about the hose. And so he was like, he kept on like running up, and then I'd spray a little at him, and he'd run away, and he'd run back, and he had this big stupid dog mouth open, just having the best time. I almost want to get a sprinkler just because I think he'd have a good time playing in it. Hot summer day. Thinking about Path to Exile, Vista, and Batterskull, right? We do have this Stoneforge Mystic. I think Batterskull plays very well here. Let's grab that thing, just make sure we get it. There's a good chance it would wheel, but we're not giving up that much. Path's a fine card, but we already have this Winds of Abandon and Solitude and the March. Like, we have a bit of that utility covered in our deck already. A bit of that role is already being fulfilled. A $5 kiddie pool goes a long way for a dog. That's a good idea. I think you're probably exaggerating with $5 kiddie pool, but they can be pretty cheap. Oh no, you are correct. Literal $5 waiting kiddie pool. Yeah, the Hallowed Fountain would be dope, but I'm going to take Mana Leak. Those early game counters have felt pretty important to me. Yeah, a little plastic shell one. Cool. Thanks for the tip. I bet he'd love that. Your dogs destroyed the kiddie pools so fast. Did they? I mean, Dave is a little guy. He's a very little dog. The main thing our deck is missing right now is card draw. We have a little bit of that with the Riddler. And there's the Narset here. Narset's going to be really good for like post-Oracle of the Alpha. Narset digging into your library, looking for those time walks and recalls and such. Thundertrap Trainer would be good for that too. I've been pretty happy with Library of Alexandria and these control decks. I do like Elspeth quite a bit. I'm going to take Library here. Legend of Kuruk has also impressed me. I wonder if I can justify it over Cryptic Command. We don't currently have a Snapcaster for the Cryptic. Using it to bounce Oracle is kind of cute. I think I like the Legend best here. It's close, though. You played some D&D recently, and you were unimpressed with how video gamified it is now. Yeah, it's pretty accessible. I think what a lot of people in your situation have done is they've started exploring other role-playing systems, Luper Crudo. If you want to have an emphasis on role-playing, Timeless Dragon's sweet. Mystic Confluence is sweet. I've been really happy with Ultima, actually, in these control decks. Some decks just like it's good against aggro, and then it's also good against the artifact deck. There's not a lot of cards that hit both those matchups. Nice. I dig this dig through time. How high can Dave jump? He doesn't jump a ton. He's been slowly working his way up taller and taller stairs. Nice, Hallowed Fountain wheel. Crazy wheel. Sort of. We did get the Colonnade back in pack 1, so Didn't come out of nowhere. I guess I'm supposed to take the Kaldra Compleat for the Stoneforge. I'm kind of happy with his Batterskull already, though. I don't think I need multiple equipment gunking up my draws. This one does live through Ultima. I think I'm just taking the fetch. Hello. Yeah, Daze would be good, but I'm not going to risk this Fractured not coming back. Even though we've been getting like the blue-white lands back, and there's a solid chance Fractured could table. Fractured is also a powerful enough card that people will consider splashing it when they weren't looking at blue-white otherwise. This pack's kind of whatever. Parallax Wave is potentially at its worst in blue-white control. You're kind of just like kicking the problem down the road. We have a couple of real sweepers here with the Winds and the Ultima. I don't think we need it. I'm going to have Lutri, I suppose. I don't really want any of this. This is between Miscalc and Sunfall. Oh, or Dismember. I like that the Eagles pitches to Solitude while fixing, but I think I do need another playable or two. Lauren or Mana Tithe would both be fine filler. I guess I'll grab the Eagles. I can just play the Stern Scolding. I like that the Eagles are binning a card too for the dig through time. We need like 2 more playables. I think I like Kaldra Compleat over Consult. Consult's not bad here, but we do already have dig through time doing something similar. And the Legend of Kuruk doing something similar, but a little bit better, I think. Nice, we got the Daze wheel. It's a lot of early game interaction there. You think I can main deck Beza? I can. I don't really want to. I think Batterskull's doing that role better. We got a full deck here. Taking the Fractured didn't matter as we wheeled our other pick. I mean, it might have mattered. If I take the other pick, maybe the Fractured doesn't come back. But I know what you mean. It didn't have a cost. Do I like Mana Tithe versus Stern Scolding? I think I don't play the Mana Tithe because I already have Daze in here. I don't think I want too much soft mana. Oh, right, Lutri's there. I kind of like the idea of playing an 18th land over like a Talisman or something. Because I do have this Ultima. Thopter Foundry is a very awkward card to play in your Ultima deck. 20 mana sources. Oh yeah, it wasn't counting the Eagles as a land. So I added a land to make it 18, and it was already at 18. Good call. Yeah, this is 18. There's some things you could do. You could play like Paragon plus Aether Spellbomb and have a little bit of a value engine there. Paragon can also get back the Narset, which is kind of cool. Or the Oracle, the Alpha. Stoneforge if they kill it. Or you can play the Beza. Almost like a terrible Leyland Binding. I could play some off-color lands to make it 3 costs sometimes. I mean, the Steam Vents is fetchable with the blue fetches. And Polluted Delta gets the Surveil land too. I don't hate that plan. I think you'd have 3 comes to play tap lands though, which is kind of a lot. I think if you're playing the Spellbomb and the Sarah Paragon, you're probably cutting either Tidebinder or Daze. Yeah, I'm having and hawing about binding versus Beza right now. I'm trying to think about which would win more games. We don't have a 4-mana sweeper. Maybe that makes Beza a little better. The sound mixing in this song is kind of wild. Just like that Arena just told my opponent I had a Solitude, but not much to be done about that. Still don't know what their second or third colors are. It's a lot of damage. Because I don't have a creature, there's no comes into play trigger for me to Tidebinder, which would be awesome because it would turn off haste. Well, there's no real way to square that nut. Literal healing salve here. Hopefully their follow-up isn't too painful. That would have been an awesome one to Stern Scolding. You could hardcast Solitude there. I think I like having the Stern Scolding up, though, because they play something that you can counter with it. Nice. Making sure we get that value. And we're going to be tapping out for this Kaldra Compleat, so we might as well just fire this off. They probably have a removal spell for it. That's totally fine. Caleb, did I ever get into Mogwai? Is that a game? A rock band. Scottish post-rock band. No, I have not. You're not sure if you could name another Spielberg film? Spielberg? E.T.? You couldn't name E.T.? You could name E.T. Didn't he make Jaws? I like how you prefaced it with, like, hey, I'm not a movie buff. Don't need to ride me on this. I'm like, what? Fool of Magda. We're going to Oracle the Alpha, and then we can fetch a Surveil land and start digging into this delicious Oracle pile here. You hope they do the Arena Cube again? I have the same hope. I don't think they will. Macular says, hey, Caleb, my friend suggested I pursue a career as a clip farmer. Can I say something inflammatory so you can post it on Twitter and make lots of money? Oh, yeah. Okay. Breakfast is the most dog shit meal of the day. Breakfast food is largely inedible, and anyone who thinks otherwise is an idiot. Hash browns, worst way to eat a potato. Terrible. They told me to fucking slam some hot takes. Taking some Advil right now to be less inflamed. Hotcakes. Fucking pancakes are a dessert that people treat like a breakfast food. Terrible way to start the day. You might as well just start the day with a donut. Ridiculous. This cake command was well deserved. The only acceptable breakfast is leftover Indian or Chinese food from the night before. I mean, that is a much more nutritious breakfast than the average American gets. OJ in my cereal. OJ in very specifically Honey Bunches of Oats. Maybe a scoop of vanilla ice cream in there. Mmm. I think I'm going to discard this Daze. Most of my breakfast woes get solved by waking up at 10 a.m. and then not eating until I make me and my wife lunch at noon. Kind of looks like they have an answer to my Lutri here. Yeah. Okay. Well, there Liliana did a lot of work for me. Does it count as a hot take if you don't believe it? Oh, yeah. Yep, still counts. Still a hot take. The important thing about a hot take is that you're just, like, drastically overstating a position. Should breakfast be banned? Very clearly, very obviously. And anyone who enjoys breakfast should be put in a camp as the moderate position. Ooh, hello. You love camping? Who doesn't love camps? And then I guess we're just like chilling. Like 5/5 pass. I think the main reason that Americans really love breakfast food is they would rather do anything but eat a vegetable ever. So, eggs, greasy meat, and some kind of potato. That's just like a meal. You're putting peppers and stuff in your eggs? I am too, yeah. Jalapenos and shit. I feel like I'm going to lose this Evolved Sleeper. Hard to beat a nice draw engine like that. Fruit? I eat very little fruit. In general, I try to keep my diet pretty low sugar. The board got pretty good. Kind of need one of those sweeper cards. There are a couple in here. I think I binned Ultima earlier. Okay, Ultima and Wins. Those are my two sweepers got binned. I guess we need draw 7 into sweeper, which we could hit. I would not describe fruit as vegetables that taste good. Then the opponent's about to get a real nice attack in. Yeah, those leafy greens. So good for you. It should just be the core of, like, any actual diet. Opponent trying to suss out if they can kill me here. I mean, bringing back Crux is worth 3 damage. Ah, Brutal Jackal Demon. Yeah, I'm just dead here. Going down to dead amount of life, I guess. I mean, I'm taking another 8 and going to 2, but then they just bring the Cruxa back. To be fair, most veggies need a little more work than fresh fruit. Yeah, but I mean, that's because the fresh fruit has all that sugar in it, right? It's just like already gonna taste good. How do they want to do 2 damage? I'm a mana short of playing the Solitude and then hooking it up with the Kaldra Compleat. Like Solitude, Exile, Birds of Paradise, move Kaldra Compleat onto it, and then represent Trample over Moonshadow. This hand could really use a counterspell. But we do have a little bit of early game interaction. And we do have this Oracle. I really want to get this Oracle rolling, but I'm just going to pass here. I wonder what they do tutored up. Overlord, rebind nothing. Yeah, you got it. Yeah, I assumed somebody that with like mono swamps over there would have a good chance of answering the Mystic. That's why I got Batterskull instead of the other one. Try this. And the Germ is just very expendable here. Because we can always blink the Batterskull or move it onto the Oracle. I wonder if their hand's all full of reanimation effects. And then the Overlord just whiffing. Plus me having an Exile effect for the Voidwalker. Left him with nothing to do. Leave that one on top. Sleepy chat? Yeah. Everyone's at work. Getting their multitask on. Why are they necromancing? Do they just want to give their... Oh, they'll be able to eat the Oracle too. Sure. Chilling on this recall because I want to Lutri it. You're too busy packing for a trip that's a full week away. Some people are like that. Some people like to have it all ship shape and ready to go well ahead of time. Nothing wrong with that. I'm usually good, like... couple days off, you know? Kind of depends on the trip, though. Guess I was supposed to leave a blue source up, You always have several days of spare undies. I always go hard on socks. I find that, like, when I'm traveling, I'm doing way more walking than I usually am in my, like, average day to day. And when I come back and I've been, like, walking around and stuff, like, my feet get sweaty. I'm a big dude. I have sweaty feet, you know? And I don't want to, like, put on my old socks again. That's no way to live. Right, JRC? Oh, that's the best. The best thing to pack is house shoes. House shoes? Yeah, we don't... This might be a cultural difference, but we don't wear shoes in the house. And where I'm from... Hey, Bardaboos, thanks for gifting some sobs. Congratulations to Arc Editor, Nyanpa, Alex Lex, Edwin Cornrolls, and Beset. Huge cheers, Bardaboos. Mighty kind. Oh shit, what up? Yeah, I could see bringing a pair of slippers. They, like, don't take up much space and such. My feet definitely sweat way too much on airplanes and stuff. And then I feel weird taking my shoes off. Because it seems like antisocial behavior. But the people next to me would be much more uncomfortable if I just let my feet sweat and then the place gets all smelly, right? Take the shoes off, no problem. Full sockless on planes. Yeah, I don't do that. Might as well play the Oracle. It will get Inquisitioned anyway, if I don't jam it, so... No real harm in getting it countered. When I was in college, there were a few kids that would go barefoot everywhere, which was acceptable because it was a hippie school. There was always a slackline set up to dick around on in between classes. I kind of enjoyed that. Maybe I'll get back into slacklining. Just set one up in my backyard or something. Just think about how good the rest of my draws are going to be now. Getting real cute with my Lutri there. Oh man, the one card down, Stern Scolding. Would have been a much cleaner answer to a Hull Breacher, huh? This Brazen Bar is going the fucking distance. I really like this Legend of Kuruk. I don't know if it's the right cast here, though. I just get to hold up like a lot of stuff if I don't play it. Hell yeah, strategist. Love to hear it. Okay. Ah, shit. Okay, well, the Solitude can answer the borrower at least. Or Lutri can answer everything. The issue is they have a mana open, so they are playing Force. Then they can... Oh, we drew Remand. That's pretty good. They are getting ramped, of course. But we are only at 4 life. Glad you're having a good one, strategist. I'm also having a really good one. I got out in the garden, planted a bunch of stuff that I was like nervous about getting in the ground in time. Dirt was really easy to work with. Just pleasant, just a pleasant day. Totally valid, Booty Rooter. So they did already play Twister. Maybe they're planning on Narsetting and then playing a 6-mana draw 7. I didn't just miss lethal, did I? No, okay. I was a mana short of playing the Warp on Quantum Riddler and then 7 mana to equip it with the Kaldra Compleat and then attack for 9 exactly. But yeah, like I said, a little short mana-wise. I think I'm going to pass and hold up Dig Through Time into another counter, potentially. I could dig through time here to, like, Exile cards, but I don't think I mind redrawing those. Those all seem kind of good. I'm going to go ahead and hardcast Daze on the Echo. And they might decide to let it get countered so they can try Echo again with Narset, but no, they're letting it resolve. Okie doke. This library's been kind of dope. Just always on. The triple draw 7 deck. That deck went 6-3. It did pretty well. Do I mess with the strokes at all? They're okay. If you flashback and then the opponent remands it, it goes to Exile. Are we getting a doggo cam over there? We certainly are. I didn't activate my library. It's not on all the time, because Dave's not always hanging out. When he just looked at me, he's like, that's me, I'm Dave. If he's off doing other stuff, I turn it off. I think we might see a Brazen Borrower bounce the Kaldra. That's a big consult. Oh shit, what up? Hey, old man Jables, thanks for the sub. Thanks for the 90 months there. The big 9-0. Yeah, I actually have lighting to show the prepper better, but it's off right now for whatever reason. I have my lighting set up, just not on. Oh, Brazen got exiled. Oh, yeah. Hull Breacher, Bowmaster, Voidwalker, and Brazen have all been exiled. That's funny. So I guess Narset's their only real way of abusing Echo now, which they do have in their deck somewhere. We got some watch streaks there. Dave has absconded. Timeout used. I guess I'm supposed to remand. thought about running out the Stoneforge Mystic there, but it just kind of gives them incentive to flashback the Echo. I lose the Batterskull. One's down to 12 cards. They do have Narset Echo this turn. Know that Spiral shuffled the Echo back in, so they can hard cast the Echo and then flashback again. So while 12 cards doesn't seem like a lot, I don't think they're particularly close to decking. Thinking about sending Colonnade at Narset, actually. This has been a game. Yeah, I wonder how many win cons they have left. I guess this 1/1 could get the job done. If that's their only thing. We've exiled a lot of critters is all. The Preacher, the Bowmaster, all that. There's a win con. Pretty good one, too. I think attacking Narset gives them too many options. They could like bounce the Narset and reset its loyalty. Okay, so they're double demonic tutoring. Interesting. Because I attacked them, I didn't get to gain life on my second main phase. If I'm them, I'm probably like Cryptic bouncing the Colonnade and then playing a draw 7 to shuffle it away. Really glad we exiled their Hull Reacher earlier. Okay, I don't think they have any creatures, but Tidebinder. Oh, they've got a fucking frog. God damn. If I top deck Mana Leak, I can win from here, I guess. Or maybe Remand. I think I'm just dead. Because the Psychic Frog can block the Colonnade. It's an obnoxious final thing for them to have. Yeah, but in terms of, it's not a matter of something, Briblack. It's a matter of we've gone through the deck twice already. We haven't seen the frog. It's not surprising that they've got like one more threat after we exiled like 10 of their cards. But it was annoying that it was a creature that could block a large flyer, right? Ali! The great Ali Eldrazi has raided. Fool of a Giver of Runes. I let him gunk up my curve. I'm such a fool. I won that card against my mono white opponent. Just the Innocence didn't trigger a second time there. Really glad I kept this wins. Last turn it was a little dubious how immediate I would need it. Play around Tithe or around Reprieve, lose. I mean, I could have just activated the Stoneforge and not had to play around either of them, right? Opponent's at 8. Just get an extra card here off the Riddler. You don't have to riddle there. You could just like put Lutri to hand and pass. That'd be fine too. Right, Big Money? They're awfully insistent about how their face is just their face. It is a suspicious thing. I've definitely looped Batterskull to get staff triggers before. I've also looped Batterskull to get Skull Clamp triggers. Lost a card here. I thought I was going to have enough mana to equip the Kaldra, so it wouldn't matter. But I could have played my land before playing this and drawn another card deeper. I don't think I have a real need to equip anything. I'm just going to put Lutri to hand. And then I can flash him at the end of turn. And then if they draw into an answer to the Quantum Riddler, I can Lutri and then start suiting up the Otter here. Opponent kind of needs to answer both my critters. Fine, jeez. So many cards, huh? Some cute little draw engines over there. Still drawing cards. It's a good sign. Sweet. Okay. The scary thing here is just not hitting land drops. But ideally you get to remand something and then you're totally fine. 2-lander on the play, always little. Always little. We are playing 18 mana sources, but that shouldn't impact your keeping 2-landers very much. So the Mox Diamond gives a nice burst of tempo. I am looking forward to clearing it with the Ultima, of course. Hate that for me. It's player or planeswalker. Brutal. And we have no board interaction here, and we just kind of gotta hope. They don't have a lot of counters for this Ultima. My opponent's sitting there with their 5 blue mana. There's like no chance this resolves. Okay, well, it was unlikely that it resolved. So they didn't have a counter, which makes me think that their whole hand is removal. So I don't think this, yeah. Shredder's starting to get shredded. Down to 3, not a ton of life. Yeah, not sure if I'm just supposed to be riddling here instead of putting Lutri in hand. I was thinking Lutri on Mana Leak might be a interesting play. I hate how it asks how I want to pay every time, and it's like, still only a blue mana, friend. Still just doing the one thing. Would you like to use the red mana that you don't have? Oh, they're paid, huh? A little bit of life, why not? Starting to feel a little ahead. I could see not remanding there too. $6.10. Paying a lot of life though. The removal spell for this Lutri is face up, so we'll try and equip the Beza here. What I'm curious is, what are they playing blue for? They got a Kaido and a Flitterwing Nuisance. I guess they just like had a start that involved a lot of blue mana, and I misconstrued what their deck was. From me, from the control side, this matchup's impossible if they have a few counters sprinkled in there. Yeah, the green and red mana stuff kind of makes me think of like Golos type deal. Memory Lapse, usually quite good in the late game, but not doing the trick here. Funk. Cool. All the way down to 20 life here. If counters are underdrafted, then the control deck's the one that benefits the most. There's something to just slam in Stoneforge on too. But I kind of like the idea of playing it with the Mana Leak up on 3. Another Super Shredder opponent. Really glad I've been that Plains. Excuse me. If I didn't have the mana link up, I'd probably grab Batterskull here. Just as casting Batterskull is pretty reasonable. Hey, damn the doodle. Thanks for the sub. Thanks for the 3 months. Appreciate it. To the doodle. Are we getting ninja'd? Kind of hate that I'm ramping them, but that is a scary card. The ninja was not the strongest. Yeah, I mean, my deck's full of reactive cards, so its ceiling's a lot lower than against a lot of other opponents. I don't know why I said ceiling. Its average hit is much worse. That's the plan, Mike. Are we YOLO looting? Bidding reanimate. Oh yeah, I guess I guess that one's not the best when you're at 7 life. You'd rather Lutri a Time Twister? I saw a video on YouTube. I was going down like a big like old Pro Tour player rabbit hole. And there was some eccentric guy who I don't remember the name of, but he was playing in this like no banda restricted tournament, like really early on at some convention, and so people can play with like 4 of each power and stuff. Anyway, I'm like watching through this tournament, and I run into a round because Magic is so young. Like the judging hasn't been like all nailed out and everything. But, and there's like no like online resource for judges. So the head judge doesn't know. You just like fucking have to make a ruling. Like nobody knows, right? And the table judge, the situation was there was a there was a draw 7. There's a time twister. And then the opponent forked it. So the time twister got forked. And the question was, or maybe it was the person who played the time twister forked it, but the question was, what does the graveyard look like? Does this like, how does this all resolve? What's the last card in the graveyard after all these twisters are done resolving? Is it the twister in the yard or is the fork in the yard? What's going on here? And the judge doesn't know, gets the head judge. The head judge doesn't know. And his solution, the point of the story is that his solution was to have the players call heads or tails, and then the winner of the coin flip got to choose the ruling. It was an irrelevant ruling, so like it didn't really matter, but very funny all the same. I've been having trouble finding that video again. I need to recreate the conditions, go down the same stupid rabbit hole. The fork resolves first, so the twist is in the yard. No, Socks. I can understand why you might think that, but the person who wins the die roll gets to choose is how that ruling resolves. We should decide laws that way. We kind of do. That was the whole point of a jury trial, right? Roll them dice. Too bad we weren't on the play, so the Tidebinder could have gotten that passage. Glad we had a counter for that one, huh? I think we're going to let it bolt me and counter the Gideon thing. Five in the graveyard for this dig through time. So this is scary, but I'm going to play it real cool. I don't know why I clicked autopay and then it made me choose the only 5 cards. Oh. Could just cast a Batterskull. I guess they would exert on it. Players aren't allowed to move permanents outside of tapping or untapping as soon as there's an orb in play. Yeah, as soon as it's on the stack, even. Because if there's an orb on the stack and you just rearrange all your permanents, then that makes the orb a lot worse. Yeah, requiring people to play around orb is pretty bad. The old school way of doing it, where it's just like a vindicate with a skill check, is appropriate. In my opinion. Falling Star you can't really do as a Vindicate, though. Like, it kind of has to be a sweeper or it's bad. Not the best card, anyway. Interesting. Hitting a shock off that Inti trigger is pretty bad for me. Oh. If we can live another turn or two, It was a good remand. It was worth a lot of life. Oh, I thought they were just gonna exert plus bolt the Oracle, but this is a lot worse for me. I think they have lethal now, right? Yeah. They certainly think it's lethal. The Glorybringer clears the Oracle, and then they've got 10. Nice and clean. Well, foot. Cute game. I enjoyed it, even though I didn't get to win. That's kind of the thing with Oracle the Alpha, right? It's not the most winning card, but quite a lot of fun. We drew into a lot of fast mana there, Atheist God.